What you're about to watch is part of an online training that I do twice a month inside my Movement Makers program, where I coach entrepreneurs like you how to build an online movement, how to make money from it, and use it to make a huge impact on the world. Enjoy. So today's topic, how to reach your target audience. I think that's a great one. I'm going to go over some of the concepts in Built to Serve, but also elaborate and go a little deeper on it, because I think this is super important as we're planning for 2021. You guys have a message, you got a purpose, you know that your message can impact people. A lot of us aren't doing the work yet. So I want to see that happen 2021, as well as the break. This is a good time to start planning your content, figuring out how you can reach more people, because we want to explode out of 2021 out of the gate, because this is the year to make things happen. Am I right? We're going to make things happen 2021, fam. All right. So how to reach your audience. So in Built to Serve, I lay out 3 different paths to how to reach your audience. One is the fastest way, one is the medium way, and one is the longest way. And so fast to freedom, alliance partnerships, and becoming a thought leader. Fast to freedom is the fastest way. Alliances is kind of the medium term, and thought leader is the one that takes the most time and yields the biggest results. So I want you to play with the 3 of them so that you get some traction happening into your business. Fast to freedom. So page 194 in Built to Serve. I think you guys all have your copy. If you're in this group, welcome, welcome. This is really important. So, we're talking about social media. We're using all these different accounts to help build our brand, but it can feel overwhelming. It can feel like there's so many accounts. Where do I focus? Where do I spend my time? You're also trying to run a business. It's not your goal to be a full-time, influencer. So how do you do it? So step 1 is the fast path to freedom. And what that means is, 1, you create all of the accounts on social media. I don't want you posting everywhere and worrying about being a thought leader everywhere, because that can get overwhelming. But I want you to own the name so that nobody else can take it. I want you to have your picture up there, and ideally the same one across the different platforms so people can instantly recognize you. And then I want you to have what I call the amazing 10-pack of content. The amazing 10-pack of content is in the book. It's here, your who, your why, your how, your recipe breakdown. This is how did you get out of the hole that you were in? That's something that's teachable. So I want 3 posts on that. I want to see the results, 2 examples of the results, and then give me hope. Make me feel like I can get out of this as well. 10 pieces of well-crafted content, and then that's it. No more posting content. The fast path to freedom is just getting your names registered so nobody else can do it. You get your picture, your bio, and your 10 pieces of content, and then we start outreaching. If you're just in the content creation game without doing the outreach, it takes longer to start building the momentum. Totally possible, totally doable, but if you're not being consistent and you're not getting the results and you feel like giving up, we need to start doing more outreach to get more immediate traction and momentum. So I put Zan Demand here. Let me show you Zan's account, and we can give him a little bit of feedback just starting here. So just owning the different accounts. So this is Zan's Instagram. Okay. 1, I would zoom in on the face a lot more. I want to headshot Zan because, again, looking at it on mobile, it's going to be hard to see when it's super far out. It's cut out super weird. So I would fix that. Because you're dark and your suit is dark, I wouldn't have a black background. I'd make it something a lot brighter, just like you've got here. You got the yellow and the green and the blues and the reds and all this stuff. So I would make that brighter. So we have our picture, right? So we have our Instagram account. I'm not even worried about all of this stuff yet, about posting the content, right? Oh, look at that IG Live. So cute. We love these 2. There's Susie in the house. So we have our picture on the account. We have our bio. I'm a certified confidence coach, author, and entrepreneur. Click the link below for coaching and more info. Okay. I would probably put in here something about even DM me for coaching. So I'm a certified confidence coach, or I help entrepreneurs gain more confidence. So something about being able to contact you, right? The idea with the fast path to freedom is, if your ideal client landed on your profile page, I want them to think about hiring you. So if an ideal client, somebody who's looking for confidence coaching, landed on Zan the Man's account, I want them to think, I want to reach out to Zan. So I would put something in here about who you're targeting. So who do you help? Zan, if it's entrepreneurs, I help entrepreneurs gain more confidence, certified confidence coach. DM me if interested, something like that right here. Okay. Zan's got a Linktree, which is great. So inside the Linktree, you can have different links to different places. This links to his website. This links to his YouTube. These are dead links, Zan. I don't know if you knew that or not. So you click on Facebook, it just goes to facebook.com. If you click on LinkedIn, it just goes to linkedin.com. And same thing with Twitter, it goes to twitter.com. So we want to be fixing that. And there should be something about coaching here, right? So if it should be DM me for coaching, but if you're going to do it through a Linktree, there should be something super obvious about how do I get coaching. And this is a one-time thing that you set up, right? It's high leverage because we're assuming ideal clients are coming to our page. They're going to click it. We want to make it easy for them. So you're making it a little more difficult. I mean, you have the website, but the website here, is coming soon. The confidence formula. I don't know what this is. This looks like a book. Join the list. So how do I get coaching? You're a coach. You're a certified confidence coach. I need coaching. How do I get coaching? Right now I'm like clicking through. I don't know how to get coaching. Right. So that you want to make that super, super, super obvious. So his name here is Zan the Man Smith. So then I go to Twitter and there is no Zan the Man Smith. So even if Zan has no interest in Twitter yet, and a lot of you, I'm using Zan as an example because I think a lot of people are kind of in this boat. Even if you have no interest in a platform, take the name so that nobody else can take the name, right? So Zan the Man Smith is what he is on Instagram. I want him to be Zan the Man Smith everywhere. So when I go to Twitter/Zan the Man Smith, this account doesn't exist. I want you to own this name. I want you to upload your picture. I want you to put in your bio, and I want you to post 10 pieces of content. And I want everybody to do this for all the platforms. Even if you have no intention of being there, one, you own it so that nobody else can take it. And two, if somebody does reach out to you, you are listening and can respond. So in this phase, for all the other platforms, so again, Twitter, Zan may not care about, but he wants to at least be on there because if somebody does tag him, he can respond and he can say thank you. You're just recognizing your champions and you're listening. That's all. Because just because Zan doesn't care about Twitter, maybe some other people do care about Twitter. Maybe his clients are on Twitter. Maybe somebody's saying Zan is amazing. I just saw him on Movement Makers. You want to be able to say thank you because even if you don't have an audience, that person might have an audience. So you get the name, you put the picture, and then you're listening. And you're not going to get 1,000 notifications, right? I mean, if you're getting 1,000 mentions every day, great, you should be on that platform, right? Like if one a month comes in, yeah, that's great. But at least you know that one a month came in and you're paying attention to them, right? So Zan, you need to get this account. TikTok. So Zan owns TikTok. Hey, Zan, good job. Zan the Man Smith, he's got the account on TikTok. No bio yet though, Zan, no bio. So we gotta fix our bio and make it the same on all the platforms. Make it the same bio. You're using a different picture for some reason on this one, right? So Zan the Man here is this kind of zoomed in one, no tie. Zan the Man here is different. So both, I would put both as the exact same. And again, zoom in on the face. This one's easier to see you because of the lighter background. So you're gonna stand out a lot more here compared to this one. But either way, I want you to zoom in on this and put a bio in. So for every platform, maybe you're not using TikTok yet. Maybe you don't care about TikTok. And this, again, not just for Zan, everybody here, you should get TikTok / your name just to own it, because that might become the big thing that in 5 years, everybody's all over. And then there's some other Zan the Man who took your name, right? And so that's a simple setup across all the different accounts. I see a couple of chats coming in here. So Susie was asking, do you recommend a Linktree account? I like Linktree. I'm a fan of Linktree. It allows you to put multiple links inside each, so you just don't have one link. I would still add DM me because The biggest thing that Zane wants to do is get coaching clients. That should be his number one step, coaching clients. And so I want DM me for coaching. And then I want inside his Linktree, something about coaching. Here's how to get coaching with me. Even if it's just an email address for coaching, not a website that takes me to a book that isn't out yet that I can save 50% on. Right? And that's okay. We love you, Zane. This is all love, right? So if you look at I use Linktree. And if you look at mine as an example, I'm promoting my my YouTube channel where we're doing a live show every night, and then my story, the book, Movement Makers, YouTube Growth Bootcamp, Best Life 30, right? And a lot of the posts that I'll put in, I'll then say, check the link in the bio. Hey, if you're interested in Movement Makers, check the link in my bio. So you could also, Zane could also be creating content to say, hey, check the link in my bio for coaching. Check the link in my bio for whatever. I wouldn't be trying to take people away to a different platform. So when Zane was linking up YouTube and then just random links to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, right? I wouldn't try to send them to another platform. I try to send them, this is now our funnel. We want to try to get them to move down the sequence with us to either get their email address, to get on a call with them, to get them to land as a client, right? So what are the calls to action here? But the very basic one is just coaching for Zane. That's what he wants to do. It should be super easy for me to find out how to get coached. That's just an example of using Zane's, right? In the book, I go through how to make these pieces of content, you know, who, why, how, recipe breakdown, results, examples, hope. And then the key part here is outreach. So you've got your picture, you've got your bio, you've got the account, you've created your 10 pieces of content and spent some good time thinking about that. And now it's outreach. Now we're not spending our time making more content. We're spending our time reaching out to people. We're spending our time commenting on other posts. So if I'm Zen, instead of making new content, if he wants to help coach entrepreneurs, then I'm looking at all the different entrepreneur accounts. So I'm looking at Evan Carmichael's account. I'm looking at Gary Vee's account. I'm looking at Grant Cardone's account. I'm looking at Tom Bilyeu's account. I'm looking at all the people who are in my space, who you're kind of like, who that's your target audience. And I want to interact and answer questions. Here's what's going to happen. I post something on my Instagram. Somebody asks a question. Well, we respond to questions. Let's go with someone else. Gary Vee, right? He'll answer a couple questions, but most of the feed is not getting a personal reply. So Gary posts something to his Instagram. Somebody asks a question. Gary's not responding. Zan jumps in and gives a great response. Not just like, hey, thank you for your question, or a fist bump or an emoji, but really gives value to help that person. What are they going to do? Who's the Zan the main guy? I love his answer. They're going to go click on his account, and what are they going to see? They're going to see a picture. They're going to see a great bio. They're going to see a link to be able to get coaching. And you're going to see his 10-pack of content. That's why we have to have all that in place, because if they come and they don't see that, then they're not going to take the next step. So we're spending our time, instead of making new content, we're spending our time on outreach to try to get people to visit our profile page. You don't have to say, visit my profile page, please. They're just going to do it because you gave them so much value. And them, as well as other people who are paying attention to the chat. So always try to pick the most recent post. If you go a week ago on Gary Vee's Instagram, as an example, you're not going to, there's going to be a lot of comments, but most people aren't engaging in that anymore. So they're going to be on the new stuff. So always go to the newest one, give your 2 cents, and start helping people in the comments. They're going to check out your page. And if you've done this work of a great picture, great bio, and 10-pack of content, then you start building leads for your business at a much faster rate than just trying to create organic content that will get you reach. If you want to watch the full 85-minute version of this video and train with me live twice a month to build your online audience, make money from it, and use it to change the world, you have to join my Movement Makers program. For more information, click the link right here below me. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.